Well, YouTube, it's Tony. I'm back again. It's Monday night going into Tuesday, and you know tonight I want to talk about drug abuse and how serious it is in this world, in this country, and around the world. Coming from somebody who had a very, very, very bad addiction to cocaine at one time. I'm now in recovery, and thank the Lord I'm clean. But you know, the craziness that goes on and what goes into this full-time job called drug addiction. Drug addiction is a full-time job. It really is. It's like having an 8-hour job. You know, uh, you know, for myself, for today, I'm glad and I'm grateful that I don't use drugs anymore. But I watch people around me every day suffer and beat themselves up senselessly to chase that next high. And now I know what I used to look like when I used to do it myself. Right now I'm living in a household with a friend of mine, and there's a bunch of people living in the house, and I'm the only one that's clean. You know, I watch people on a daily and nightly basis nodding out on heroin, um, using prescription medication, shooting heroin, sniffing heroin, and for today, it's not my lifestyle. I never did heroin. It wasn't my choice of drug. But it's all the same shit when you really fucking come down to it. You know, all the shit that we put in our bodies that's not meant to be there is retarded. But one drug has nothing to do with the other, and it's all drugs. All drugs are no good for you, and it doesn't mean that cocaine is better than heroin, or that I'm a better drug addict because I did cocaine and not shot heroin. But what I'm trying to get at is this is a real serious fucking situation that not only myself but millions of people around the world deal with every day. You know, I had said in one of my previous videos about you know kids getting behind the wheel of cars and being drunk or high on pills or heroin or coke and crashing their cars and killing people and themselves. And but it's not only that; it's it's just all over the place. The whole world is filthy with drugs and just people running around and doing crazy shit to get it, robbing and stealing and killing people for it. And I guess now, as an outsider looking in on someone that I used to be, I walk in my house and I see my roommates just nodding out at the table. And, you know, I mean, it's not funny, but for somebody who doesn't do heroin or doesn't understand it, at first sight, somebody would bust out laughing walking into a room and seeing somebody with their nose on the table and they're just out cold sleeping. To me, I find it sad and hurtful because I don't want to see my friends or people I know do that to themselves. Just like my loved ones didn't want to see me do it to myself. And I got to tell you, you know, drug addiction burns a lot of bridges because of the things that some of us do to get that next one. And whether it be stealing or being physically violent or you know I've done some grimy shit over the years to get that next high, and I'm terribly sorry for all of it. Only time and years will heal the damage that I did, hopefully. To those who are chemically addicted, who have a problem with alcohol or drugs of any kind, I urge you in your state or city, wherever it is that you live, to either look up Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous and get to one of those meetings and see what it's all about, because the miracle happens in that room. You know, that room of God knows how many people, whether it be 5 people or one person, it's just you and another guy or a girl. There's a miracle going on inside that room, and you need to be there to see it. You know, the miracle is you. You know, the miracle is that one day clean. That miracle is the 2 days clean, or the 30 days clean, or the 90 days clean, or the 1 year. But all I could say is that don't do it for anybody but yourself. Because if you can't do it for yourself, then you're not going to do it for anybody else. Um, Today, I love myself a lot more than I used to. You know, I'm still not pleased with myself, and I may not be 100% satisfied with who I am today, but I'm sure as hell fucking glad I'm not who I was a year ago, because you would not have liked that person at all. You know, I was a thief, a liar, a cheat. I could probably take your underwear off your fucking ass and sell it back to you. That's how good of an addict I was. And you know what? For today, I'm not doing that. And I'm not living that way. And I could just pray that every day God takes the will of the people that I live with and lets His be done. You know, I pray for everybody that's chemically addicted. I pray for those that don't know what they're about to get themselves into when they do that first hit of crack, or when they take that first line of coke, or that first shot in the arm of dope, or that first pill, or that first drink. I pray for those who don't know how bad their life is going to spiral out of control when their addictive personality takes over and they just run wild with their choice of drug. I destroyed many, many things and many lives and shit along the way in my path to destruction. But for today, I lead a different path. And I can only hope that whoever's watching this video, if you do have a chemical dependency, that you do reach out to your local detox unit, or you reach out to your local Narcotics Anonymous meeting, Alcoholics Anonymous meeting, Cocaine Anonymous, whatever choice of drug or problem that you have. There is outlets. Contact your local hospital or clinic. They can direct you, or go on the web and look up narcoticsanonymous.com, and it will give you a listing of meetings and locations in your area, in your state or city. I want to say that if nobody told you today that they love you, I do. And you may not know me, but just by what you see in this video. But you do understand this. Please understand this. Your life does not have to end because of drugs. Every day that you do not pick up that next drug, your life's going to get better. And it may not seem that way right off the rip, but to tell you the truth, your fucking life could be a lot worse, because I know mine was. And my life may not be where I want it to be right now, but I'm sure as fucking hell glad that I'm not where I was. My grandfather, God rest his soul, used to tell me, if you always do what you always did, you'll always have what you always had. That means that if you continuously do the same thing over and over, nothing's going to change. You're going to get the same result. You know, for those that are willing to reach out for help in Narcotics Anonymous, you might just hear this said in one of the meetings. The height of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. As addicts, that's what we do. We do the same dumb shit over and over, try and invent new ways of doing it, but the same shit and getting the same result when it's all over. Nothing. You get high, you come down, you crash, now you're depressed because you spent all your money or your family's not talking to you. Now you use the last $20 you got in your pocket, you say, fuck it, let me go out and go get another bag. Or let me go out and get another drink. Because it just seems easier. But I gotta tell you, it's not easier than just trying to stay clean. To the world, God bless you and good luck. I urge you, if you have a problem, to please reach out to your local authorities. Reach out to your local hospital. Reach out and get some help. It can only help you. It can't hurt you. Good night, all.